Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Say by Shell. I'm doing this Joanne Lady Gaga inspired look today for you guys. If you want to see what I did to get this look, keep on watching. Okay guys, so I'm going to start off with my brows. I'm just using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. Let me take off my glasses so that I can actually do this. And then I just load my brush with this. Start from under. It's gonna be so hard for me to get used to not swearing, dude. And then I go on top and I make sure that the tail is just how I like it. And then I just fill it in. Oh no, I messed up. That's okay because we're gonna carve it out. When I start with my brows and my eyes first, I never like really care about what I'm doing, you know? Because I know I'm just gonna carve out my brows and then I'm gonna do my foundation and my concealer after. So I can just even them out when I do that. And I was thinking it's so funny because people are like, oh my god, your brows look so nice today. And really they started off looking like a hot ass mess. Okay, now that I look like my 5-year-old cousin filled in my brows, I'm gonna take my Age Rewind concealer from Maybelline in the shade Light and a little tiny concealer brush. I'm just gonna get some concealer and carve these hoes out. Oh my god, there I go again with the swearing. This part I have to be careful about, and if you're like wondering, oh, you can kind of see it. This is my mirror. It lights up. I got it for 20 bucks at Costco. Okay, so I'm continuing to carve out my brows now. My family is visiting from Mexico, for those of you who don't know, which is probably everybody because my channel is new. I'm from Tepetlan, Jalisco, and my tios are coming from there with my cousins, their 2 sons. And my tia just walked in and asked to be introduced to my friend Andrew, who's helping me film today. That was cute. She's like, oh my god. She was like, you're filming, and I just walked in. Is anyone else from Jalisco? Let me know in the comments. I love people from Jalisco. Okay, that's a brow. I think I'm satisfied. Lord Jesus. I'm gonna now prime my eyelids with the same concealer that I used to curve up my brows. Whoa, I just tickled myself. This is literally how I talk to myself when I'm doing my makeup. I'm just gonna take a brush now and blend that out. Just in case, I'm gonna get the same concealer that I'm using for my... Oh, it's a lunar. Do you guys ever just like think you're breaking out and it's a freckle? I'm putting the same concealer under my lash line. Whoa, I should not have done that. Okay. I keep forgetting that you can't pull your eye because you get premature wrinkles. And I'm like, I don't want to be wrinkly when I'm 40. But I do want my ojeras gone. In my family, all the women have ojeras, under eye bags, like permanent ones. Like right here, we just have a little dip, you know? And I have such a hard time concealing that. I started using the NARS Soft Matte in the shade that's more pink than Custard Macadamia. And I put it here, you'll see later. I put it right where that dip is because it's darker there than everywhere else. It's been working really well for me. The sheet! I wanted to keep that. This tells me what the shade names are, okay? So I'm taking this lightest shade up here with this big brush and I'm just gonna set my whole eye. I use a big brush now because it takes me forever to set my eye space area with just a regular packing brush. And I finish so fast with this and I get in trouble so much for taking too long with my makeup. My dad will be like, Mija, let's go. And I'm like, I just started my contour. I primed also my bottom lash line because sometimes I like to do that first just because of my natural ojeras, my natural bags under there. I get a lot of creasing right directly under my eyes and it's not fun. Now I'm taking a blending brush. I'm using this NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette It's the one with all the colors. And I'm just gonna take this pink shade in here, the third one in the second row. If you don't have this, a good alternative would also be to use your blush. And that would actually probably work better because it's like basically meant to blend in with your skin. I'm supposed to be talking to you guys. I'm just not used to this. I'm used to talking to me in the mirror. So I'm kind of blending this out. First of all, you want to use really soft, like you want to use a really soft touch, because colors like these that are bold, and you don't want them to look so bold because they're gonna be your transition colors, obviously. You gotta blend them out really softly so that you don't have any harsh lines at all. And if you like blend too hard, you're basically just gonna have the color like, and that's it. And I'm taking this also in like a wing shape. I was between doing a wing shape eyeshadow and a halo, but I decided to just go with exactly what I did for Joanne. I put the shadow also right here in this little crease area, just to make the look more dramatic. Now I'm going to take a smaller blending brush. Wait, I'm in the wrong drawer. By the way, this brush is still pink because it's the brush that I used from Joanne and I haven't cleaned it. I know that's gross, but I'm so sorry. So I'm going to take this pinker color. You see how this one is more pink than this one. This is kind of one of those colors that if you blend it too much, it like starts to disappear. So you want to pat it. But see how that color is just laid down? I don't want to blend that too much, so I'm gonna go back in with the same brush from earlier and dip a little bit into that first color, and I'm just gonna blow out these edges here. I feel like when we were getting ready for Joanne, we were running late and I was like doing my brows, and then all of a sudden I was contouring.
Yeah, and you did my makeup too.
Yeah, and I did Andrew's makeup. Andrew's here. Can you see?
That's my hand.
Yay! And that was my first concert, so I was all out. I wore this shirt actually. I was like, let me get into the Gaga mood. It's a bodysuit. Yeah, and it's super cute. It's from Forever. And then I'm wearing a Real People bra. These are my straps. Don't be nervous. It's okay. It's okay. This is where the magic happens, because I don't have the perfect color to put right in the outer corner here. So I'm gonna take a smaller brush. This purple one will do. Oh, pencil brush. Yes, thank you, Andrew, for modeling my brush. I'm dipping into my 25B palette, and I'm taking this dark purple, but I don't want it to be super dark out here. I just want some depth. So I'm taking this purple, dipping in, and then I'm going directly back into my NYX Ultimates palette with the purple still on the brush, and I'm dipping that directly into this pink that I put in the crease. And I'm gonna pack that onto the outer corner here. Only about halfway through. You don't want to put your darkest colors too far in because you're gonna close out your eye more. I'm ready to cut my crease. Now I'm pretty satisfied with how my eyes look. I'm gonna take the same brush that I used to carve my brows and the same concealer and just pack on. And let me show you guys a trick to cutting your crease, because a lot of people are scared to do this. I'm scared to do this. Instead of starting in the corner, I start where I want my cut crease to show. So basically in the center of my eye, I'm just laying down that concealer like a little dot. So I want my cut crease to go over my hooded eye, and I'm just gonna take this Now I'm just gonna go ahead and all the way to the inner corner of my eye. Now my crease is cut from center to inner corner. Now I'm not gonna take any more product on the brush, and I'm just gonna blend this into my outer V. Not all the way over here, but just so that it looks blended with the eyeshadow. I'm gonna pick up this pink shadow right from the center. This is a pink shimmer right from the center of the 25B palette. I'm just gonna load my brush with that, and I'm gonna spray that with just some spray. Just putting that right where it cut my crease. And spraying your brush just makes your shadow look like metallic paint. What's wrong with me? I'm pleased. Now to finish off my eyes, I'm gonna take this NYX Duochromatic highlighter in the shade Snow Rose on a little pencil brush. So I'm taking this pencil brush and I'm just popping this pink highlighter right in my inner tear ducts and kind of blending that up into the shadow that I put in here. I'm gonna pop some wings on using this NYX Matte Liquid Liner in the shade Black. And I always start with the line on top. Now that I have this line, you never know how your wing is gonna go. So let me just, Lord, please let these wings come out right. Oh man! Oh, my shirt! My Gaga shirt! Oh, she a wing girl? Yes, this is like the best wing I've done in a long time. I'm gonna prime my face now that I have my wings on. With my NYX Angel Veil. Prime. The only problem with NYX Angel Veil is that if you're like any shade, I want to say if you're any shade browner than ivory, you're gonna have a little white film, you know, when you're, especially if you're dark skinned, if you're like way tanner than me. Girl, you're gonna look like a ghost with this, but it's really good, I promise. When I went to Joann, I wanted my makeup to last, like really last. You take your Airspun. They have it at Walgreens, but it's hidden, but they have it there. You gotta ask the lady. And you just powder your areas where you get the most oily. Powder that first before your foundation. That's how you get your foundation to last like super long. And then you just want to let your primer set. You don't want to put your foundation on directly after your primer because then it'll just mix and no ma'am. This is my NARS Soft Matte and my little brush. This is the shade Macadamia, which is just medium 1.5. I'm just putting this right here in my under eye area where I have the darker, I guess, dark circles. And I just blend a little bit of that soft matte under there. For those of you who want to know what brushes I'm using, I have no idea. So now I'm taking my Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear in the shade, what shade am I? 320. What? Yeah, 320. I for sure wanted to be extra full coverage for Gaga. I'm just gonna dot that all over my face. Don't put too much on my chin. I feel like I'm secretly entertaining. I have the Hydrating Water Essence, guys. And I use this sometimes as a primer. It's by e.l.f. It's $8. Don't forget to blend on your neck, ladies. I mean, the girl at Ulta matched me pretty well with this foundation, but don't forget to blend on your neck. And then I make sure I go back here because this is where you can really tell. Especially like with my trencitos right now and with my hair braided. You can really tell that you're wearing foundation back here if you don't put a little bit of foundation back there. Embarrassing. And I'm not saying put a lot, like I just use whatever's left on my sponge. Next, my NARS Creamy Radiant in the shade Custard. No ma'am, I never put my concealer too close to my my what's it called? Lash line. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm done with makeup today. Centered? Not really, but that'll blend. Do you guys ever get random Disney songs stuck in your head? Because I do all the time. I'm over it. I love The Little Mermaid, but I'm over it. I don't want to have the song stuck in my head anymore. You see all these beauty gurus like using different beauty sponges for different things. And I'm like, that's why your beauty sponge is so big. You have all these different sides, utilize them, you know? It's meant to make your life easier. While this is drying, I'm just gonna take this glitter from Wet n Wild. It's the Wet n Wild Color Icon. In the shade Bleached. It's really sparkly, but it's like a, kind of like a pomade. It's not really a pressed glitter. And I'm just gonna pop that in my inner corners. Okay, I just like to let my concealer dry under my eyes to get the best coverage out of it, you know? Tips and tricks, don't blend out your concealer right away. It's good for you, you know? I got my concealer blended before my dad walked in, guys. Okay, now I'm taking that same Airspun. I just put a little bit in the cap here, and I'm gonna bake under my eyes because I want these hoes to last, okay? I'm not going to Gaga again, but hello? But we are going out to eat sushi. Dropping powder everywhere. Whoa! My braid scared the fuck out of me. I thought there was a ghost behind me, guys. Now I'm gonna take whatever powder was left over on my little cap here. And just the same powder puff that comes with the Airspun. And
there's still a lot of powder like on your, like right here.
Oh no, I'm baking.
Oh.
Drew, it's okay. Don't get scared. Don't get scared, guys.
I don't know anything about makeup.
It's okay.
I made it into the video.
Oh, your hair came out. Now I'm taking my foundation press powder. Yes, Andrew?
I was just like, also my red face came out.
Oh. Oh, you were hella zoomed. Press powder on top of the Airspun. Just because the Airspun is so pink and I'm not pink toned, so I gotta like fix myself somehow. So I take a yellow powder. If your foundation doesn't match, you're not looking your best, ladies. I'll just tell you that. I'm just taking this fluffy brush and I'm getting rid of my baking because I know Andrew's like, you have powder under your eye. I was just gonna go in with this NYX Duochrome highlighter, but because that's so light for me right now, even in my winter shade that's super light for me, I'm gonna take a little bit of Mírame from the Desi X Katy Dose of Colors collection on this brush here. And yes, this brush is from Ipsy. If you have Ipsy, yes, the brush is from Ipsy. I always do my highlight before my contour because I feel like it makes it look cleaner. You want to hit this little crevice that you have right here, and you want to come back around and make a C, and then just like hit your forehead. Some people don't like to hit their forehead. It's okay, you don't have to. I do hit my forehead just to make myself look more glowy because I just put a bunch of powder on. Now I'm taking this Duochrome by NYX in the shade Snow Rose from earlier. And the same brush, right? This is such a Joanne highlighter. And I'm popping that directly on top of Mírame, right at the highest point of my cheekbone, and right in here in this little crevice that I love. Somehow it does something for me, just having that highlighted right there. Can you see my highlight in that? Yes, we're good with the cheekbone highlight. Now I'm taking the same highlighter on the tip of my nose. The real tip of my nose is like down here, but I don't want it to look like my nose goes down. So I'm just highlighting up here and making myself a false nose tip. Oh, you're coming out in the mirror.
Am I? Ooh.
Next, I'm gonna highlight my Cupid's bow. To do this, I take the same pencil brush and I just like really accentuate my lip. Highlight your Cupid's bow. Tips and tricks to make your Cupid's bow look stand out even more. Go up, right on these little ridges that you have up there. Now I'm gonna take a bronzer. I don't want to have like too much contour going on, so I'm just gonna take a bronzer and a brush and go ahead and cut. You gotta tell me about my braids, Andrew. And then I go right up above the highlight, hugging everywhere that I put highlighter. Like a little nice bronzer hug, you know, a warm hug, if you will. I don't go directly down in front of my ear. What I do is I go right where my ear ends, right here in this area, and down. And hit that double chin. Everyone who sees me contour my double chin always laughs because I always do this. Now I'm taking this Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Feisty, like me. This is an e.l.f. powder brush. I use it for blush. I like the small brush because it's more controlled. Hit the apples of my cheeks. I feel like it gives you a younger look when your blush is like over here and not over here, you know? Wow, I'm wearing too much blush. It's okay, quick fix. That powder brush from earlier. See, if I would have used this blush in the crease, it would have been so cute. Now I'm taking this brush from the pink from earlier. Gotta finish up this bottom lash line. I totally forgot about it. And blend under. And you gotta blend under your wing so your wing looks like a part of your shadow and not like it's just there. All right, now I'm taking this purple and I'm just, whoa. That was darker than I anticipated, ladies. I just had to take that same blending brush from earlier and blend down here. Okay guys, so I went ahead and applied mascara on my top and bottom lashes, and I put some lashes on off camera. And now I'm gonna go ahead and apply this mascara, this long-lasting lipstick from Ofra. Do we have a shade? Do we have a shade? I'm not seeing a shade on here, but I do know that it's broken. This is just a blue tone pink. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. This isn't the one that I wanted to use, but it took us way too long to find that one. And she's just disappeared. I'm convinced one of my sisters borrowed her. And my trick to making my lips look super big is I underline right here. Overline, sorry. Just right in the center. After that, I stay pretty close to the shape of my lip. All right. And I'm just gonna add some setting spray and fan myself so that it dries and my makeup sets better. And this is the final look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe down below. Mwah!